episode of Wednesday Wisdom. This is an initiative, a series of training and educational sessions that happen on certain Wednesdays to cater to all the training needs of Toastmasters in District 98, with an intent to take some load off the club XCOM. This is episode 7 of Wednesday Wisdom. And for all the previous sessions, please go to the PQD corner on the District 98 website.
नाही ठीक છે એક 11 ઠીક છે નો પ્રોબ્લેમ પણ આમાં શું
I
છે
request
That's
everyone
good.
to be on mute, please.
So before I begin, let me ask you a question. How many of you are new to Toastmasters? May I see a raise of hands? Toastmasters have joined in the past 6 months, maybe? I see a few. Okay. So most of the audience here seems to be senior Toastmasters. Good enough. 5 years back, when I joined Toastmasters, I was like a lost kid in a new city, not knowing what to do, where to begin, and what is XCOM, BPM, BPE, TMOD, DTM, DCP, Pathways, Basecamp. This was all alien to me. I was clueless about simple things like how to update my address in the website or even accessing the club leadership handbook or locating a club. This was, like I had no clue of how to go about it. Well, you are all lucky, those new members sitting out here, that this Wednesday Wisdom session, in this Wednesday Wisdom session, we'll hear from our immediate past district director, distinguished Toastmaster Sapna Ohri, on how to make the best use of the first 6 months in your club and what to expect, what to do, what not to do, and much, much more. Distinguished Toastmaster Sapna, as you know, she needs no introduction, but to inspire you all, I'll go ahead and introduce her. Sapna Ohri is a certified payroll professional from American Payroll Association with 17 years of work experience in payroll, client relationship management, event management, and team management. She currently works as a manager with a Big Four and assists clients with solutions for people, process, and technology transformations. Sapna has been a Toastmaster for over 12 years. She is the first district director of the newly reformed District 98, which covers Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. She has led the district and its members to a select distinguished status in the year 2022-23. She received Excellence in Quality Award in 2021-22 as the Program Quality Director, and she's the first woman club growth director for District 98, and she opened a humongous 60 plus clubs during 2020-21, the second highest in the world. That calls for a huge applause. Currently, she is serving as the immediate past District 98 Director, President for All Elite Advanced Toastmasters Club, and VP membership of Iroli Bilingual Toastmasters Club. She's also the Gurukul 4 Guru for District 98 led this leadership development program. Please put your hands together and join me in welcoming the immediate past District 98 Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Sapna Ohri.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much for my introduction. Thank you so much, everybody. I was actually looking at Praveena. She's the one on screen giving all the heart emojis and clapping when the moment it was announced select distinguished district. And yes, they were all part of that achievement. So congratulations to you once again. Now may I request, since you all are here, and I know I am pretty sure that I have a pretty decent looking face. I have a good smiling face. I always smile. Can you all please ensure that you all come on camera? I mean, like, I'm getting into the habit of actually seeing people, communicate with them, and not being behind, behind the scenes anymore. So it'll be nice if I get to see how many of you are actually interested, listening, sleeping. That everything that I'll see right now will give me a good experience, because obviously I am getting on to the path of being a facilitator, being a trainer for my next role that I foresee in Toastmasters. And I need to ensure that my audiences are always with me when I'm talking and they're not sleeping. I don't make you guys sleep. Yeah. See, Jyoti sir is already drinking a cup of coffee because he knows I'm going to make him sleep probably. But there are a lot many who are not on camera, so I'm going to request the Zoom master to keep budging everybody to get onto the camera. It's always nice to have an interactive session. So you all know what is the meaning of an interactive session? I think you all are allowed
Yes,
to
Yes.
unmute,
certainly.
talk.
Yes.
Correct. So what is interactive session? Apart from talking, you get to see each other, right? So let's look at each other. We all are very beautiful people. We are all Toastmasters. We are supposed to be beautiful any which ways.
Asking questions.
Very good. Thank you very much. I can't see your face, Vittal sir. Now I can. All right. Welcome
Uh,
everybody to Wednesday Wisdom. Yes, Girija, please go ahead.
I may step out, in which case I'll put off the camera. I
No
have to
problem.
go for my. Yeah, okay.
No problem. If you have a problem, you have an internet connectivity, you're traveling, or you're even lying down on your bed and trying to still listen to the session, please turn off your camera. I don't want to feel lazy. All right. Okay. Six on I only saw three hands going up in the air when Madhuri asked about how many of you are 6 months old in Toastmasters, right? How many of you are 1 year old in Toastmasters? See, I have like quite a few hands going up. Yeah, 6 months was like too, that's too soon, I think. 1 year. Okay, 1.5 year. Okay, quite a lot of you guys. All right, now it's going to be fun. So whatever I say, you will agree to that and you will take it back to your clubs, right? All right. And some of you who are part of XCOM, I'm sure you are going to definitely think about it. It's a good thing to actually look at what can be done better for your club as well. So I have a small presentation. So I'm not a presentation person, but I'm still going to walk you through a presentation. Why? Because I can't remember or memorize everything that I have to say. So I thought I'll do a small presentation. Don't look at the numbers at the bottom and say how many slides you have. It's going to be interesting for sure. All right. Now I have first question to ask everybody. How many of you have logged into toastmasters.org? I virtual as well will too. So everybody, if you have logged in even once and you know your user ID and password, raise your hands. Like if that's a better question. You've logged in, you know your user ID and password. I like. So the ones who are not raising virtually or on the camera, are you like good? Okay, so the ones who are not on camera, I'm not really sure what they're doing, but good. I will assume that you all have logged in at least once. Okay. Have you recently seen an email from Toastmasters International on your registered email addresses that they they've asked you to verify your email address because they are moving to an LMS system for pathways? Have you seen that email? Okay. Have
No,
you
I saw the email where they're asking you to update your educational curriculum, whatever you have completed, the credits. They've
okay,
asked you
but
to do it in the basic and yeah.
all right. So you've not seen that email wherein they're asking you to verify your email address. Strange. Have you all updated your email address on the Toastmasters website? Girija, I know you have because you've already received the email. What about the rest who've not even seen that email for change?
No, we haven't seen.
My gosh. Are you even aware what email address is updated?
Yes.
What email address? Official email address or personal?
Yeah, official one.
Yeah. I have one simple request, which you guys have to do no matter what happens right after the session, even if you want to do it right now, but ensure that you're listening to me, is please log in and change your email address from your official email addresses to your personal email addresses, because most of the time at on your official email addresses you will never receive emails from Toastmasters because they're either blocked due to some security reasons, or it goes into spam or junk and all of that. So if you want to stay updated from the district, from Toastmasters International, from everybody else around you within the Toastmasters fraternity, my sincere request to you is to please log in to toastmasters.org, change your email address. And why am I talking about the email address? Is because now you will only be able to log in with your email address and not with your member ID. How many of you know your member ID? Very few. So the ones who've raised their hands and who've left it there and not bothered to lower it down, that means you all remember your member ID. So if you do, it's good. If you don't, you need to definitely log in, look at your membership profile, look at the number, that one number, 7, 8 digit number. With for the new members, I think they now have a hyphen and a P there. And just go back and check what's your member ID, because that is of most important information. And earlier we were able to log in with the member ID, but now we are not anymore. And why did I bring up the email information is because I had somehow two email addresses and it's not taking my personal anymore. It's taking my district's email address and I'm not able to get it changed. But yeah, now I'm going to share my screen, and if someone can confirm if you're able to view it, it'll be really great. All right. Thank you so much.
See it.
All right. So the topic, I know it was a probation period as such, but we wanted to have a little bit of fun with you all. But it says that now that you've joined Toastmasters, now what? So it's a new member orientation. This is something which can be done by each and every club VP membership or the club president or the club VP education as well, wherein you are able to involve and engage with your new members on the very first go. What will happen if someone can unmute? What happens if you engage with your members from the beginning? How does it impact your club?
There is a very cohesive environment. Plus, the new member feels that they are being guided. They are not. They don't feel that I don't know what is to be done. So
Awesome.
it's a very
Great.
positive experience for the new member at that point.
Indeed. And how does that help the club?
Meeting DCP goals faster, they kind of help finishing their projects and levels. So overall quality of the meeting improves because everyone participates, even the new members.
Absolutely. So when the member engages, what really happens with the member? I'm not able to see everybody. I'm sorry, since I'm sharing my screen. So I would appreciate if you can unmute, decide among yourselves who's going to speak 1, 2, 3, and then go ahead and speak. I'm okay with that.
When the member engages himself with the Toastmasters, he creates a lot of positivity among the other club members because he'll be sharing information. He'll be asking questions. So there will be a lot of insightful exchanges that will take place.
Very good. Apart from that, anybody can answer or share any other thoughts?
Membership retention,
Retention.
All right.
renewals.
What else?
The member will feel inclusive of a community that is going to provide a value.
All right. Good. Now let me ask you a question. When you join Toastmasters, I'm sure your VP memberships or the other Toastmasters whom you who would have interacted with you would have said, you come here to achieve certain goals, right? How many of you remember the goal that you had in your mind when you joined Toastmasters? And has that been fulfilled? Roma has raised her hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, my sole motto was to improve my leadership skills and networking. And
Mm-hmm.
so, for the past 3 years, I feel there is much improvement. Plus, being in a corporate, I was in habit of speaking much and listening less. But I think that part has improved so far. I'm still on improving mode. But yes, I have become quite an active listener now. So, yes.
Ask me, isn't that always the case with everybody in corporate? Because you're always selling something, right? No, you don't know, I know the answer. What else? How many of you, Aditya, you've raised your hand from a very long time. So what was your goal and has it been met?
Yes, my goal initially was communication and impromptu speaking to be more specific. But there were a lot of byproducts when I started experiencing Toastmasters. Leadership became an integral part of me. And then I realized that I can inculcate leadership skills as well.
That's amazing. All right, now I'm going to quickly get into the presentation. Okay, this is the agenda. You can look at the agenda. I'm not going to read through it. Now I'm going to jump to the first one, which is your goal. How many of you actually knew that there is something called a personal individual member goal sheet that you can actually fill and you can share it with, you can keep it with yourself and you can share it with your club excom? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Yes. Roma, go ahead. No. Okay.
Yeah, it was given to me by my VPM along with the form. So I have
Amazing.
filled it and I have shared it with the XCOM.
Did you ever get a chance to go back and look at it?
No.
Isn't that the case with the club success plan as well, guys? This question is for our lovely club excom, whosoever are part of the club excom. All right, so this is your new member profile, okay? This is something that you should fill. It's a link. I'm going to share it in the chat in a while. It asks you about, your name, the best way to contact you, what do you do, accomplishments in your interests, your personal and career goals, some name of the sponsor. So sponsor is someone who gets you introduced to Toastmasters, right? And a mentor. So we say and we all understand that when you join, and since we so much talk about it, that mentorship is so integral to Toastmasters and its format that whenever a member joins a club, they will automatically be assigned a mentor, right? I'm sure you all would have been assigned. If not, up till now, the members who've been here from last 1 year, 10 years, 15 years as well, please go ahead and start talking to your VP education or to your club excom and ask them, who can be my mentor? And that mentor can be someone who will help you with your speeches, who will also guide you on your leadership journey, on your club roles, club excom roles, leadership journey outside of your club, everything. And these are your communication and leadership goals which you need to fill. And these are the competencies and skills specific which you think you want to work or improve upon. It's a pretty simple form, but trust me, when you want to sit, this one is easy. This is the one wherein it's going to get difficult. But if you fill this is where you will be more engaged and more loyal to your club. Why? Because you know that you have filled these, you know that you have to achieve something, be it wherein you promise that I'm going to go ahead and complete one level in 6 months. That means you will be looking out for opportunities in your club and outside of your club to deliver those projects, to take up roles in order to get better at what you do. So it's a request. I'm going to share the link. It's readily available on Toastmasters website. Even if you type it in Google, new member orientation, this form actually comes up there and you can download it. You can share it. It's an editable format. You can go ahead and you can share it with your new members. I think if you've not done it as a new member, you can even go ahead and share it with your existing members who can fill it. It's always good to go back and look at this. So the way we have a club success plan, This is going to be your individual member success plan, wherein the member is going to go back, write down their own goals and what they want to do, what they want to learn, what are the skills and competencies, and then start working towards it with their mentor. That is how your mentorship will also be effective. All right. Now, moving to the next one. You need to ask, or the club excom, senior members in the club excom, or the club mentors or the member mentors need to ask these questions in order to support our members who have just joined us on this amazing journey. Is there anything specific you want us to do to help you meet your goals? Do you need any specific mentorship? Maybe it's for table topics, it's impromptu speaking, it's for evaluation, it's for speeches. Everybody comes with a different need. We are not all on the same boat. Roma just mentioned networking. Aditya just mentioned communication, right? I would have, maybe I never knew what I wanted to do in Toastmasters at that point of time, but maybe somebody else has come and they say, we want to learn leadership. Why? Because maybe I'm not really good at leadership and I'm looking out to grow in my organization into those roles. So we need to be proactive in order to ask our members this. The second, do you want to set your own time frame or you want us to nudge you to participate? Now, this is a very important fact. So you all have learned, I'm sure, or you all have heard, or you've been told plenty of times that Toastmasters is a self-paced learning program. You take your time in order to do whatever you want to do or to meet your goals, but it can't be forever. Like for me, I took 8 years to be a distinguished Toastmaster, to actually achieve my DTM, because nobody ever asked me. Initially in my journey for first 3 to 4 years, I was only interested in getting better at communication, contesting. And then when I got into the leadership role, that's when I realized that my true calling is actually there and I wanted to grow, learn and grow. So what happened? Even if I did my DTM, I have somehow, since I went on to the leadership track, I lost touch with my communication track. And now when I'm back, I am still trying to put myself. So it's a restart of a journey for me because now I'm pushing myself to get into the habit of delivering speeches. So if you know what is it that you want to achieve, what is the time frame that you want to achieve in, and how is it that you function? Now, what I tell my club XCOM members, specifically my VP education, is you need to nudge me every time. And some of you who have worked closely with me, I actually tell you guys, if you want me to do something, you need to give me a reminder and nudge me. And that reminder is just like that pop up in that Outlook 15 minutes before, but I tell them you do it like you start a week before. And anything that comes to me also, I ask people, when is it that you need? Because I know I'll definitely forget. So that's the nudge because I know this is my problem. And I ask people to work with me on that front. And everybody will come with various different needs like these. Some of you are sharp, some of you are already you're responsible and responsible and you know that if you give me a task I'll do it. Like I know you tell something to Sunita, she'll do it. You tell something to Praveena, she'll do it. I don't have to ever get back to them. But if you tell something to Sapna Ohri, she'll take her time. And if you don't come back to her, she will never do it. This is how it is. And I'm sure VP educations out here and a lot of you will know, have been doing this and also have been facing this with your own members, right? Now moving on to the next important piece. All the new members, to all the existing ones as well. It's very important that we inform our members, our new and existing out here, about the different club meeting roles. How, when they take up a certain role, how is that going to help them in order to achieve their goals? Now, very simple example I'll tell you. If you want to improve on your listening skills, I always say take the role of a grammarian or an R counter. Why? Because you have to listen attentively. You don't have a chance to even let your mind divert or your attention divert, because you will definitely miss on that and or if somebody uses an incorrect grammar or an incorrect word pronunciation. you are definitely going to miss that. If you want to be an impromptu speaker, table topic speaker is the best. If you want to be really creative in how you do, go in for a Toastmaster of the Day role. If you want to improve on your feedback, please go in for an evaluator role. And how to address the crowd and let them know what they've done well and what they could have done better. The role of a general evaluator is an amazing role to do, because you learn how to deal with a group of people, letting who've put in all their hard work to conduct that meeting, to tell them this is what went well and this is how you need to do it better. So all of these roles are important. They all have a unique set of responsibilities, and you learn some unique skills from each role. So knowing these roles is something which is very important for every member. I'm just quickly going to walk you through a few of them, like a Toastmaster of the Day. You know that there are these particular links out here. We have these literature from our Toastmasters, which is a Toastmaster wears many hats, master your meetings. There is a script and a log. These are readily available on Toastmasters website that you can go through, read them, and understand how to play the role and what all a Toastmaster can do. Most of us don't know, and most of us who know have probably not been able to share the information with everybody else around. And that is why we've seen that a lot of our new members are not aware about the importance of each roles. And a lot of you have also faced, even I face it in my meetings, those TMOD is the last role to be ever taken. Either you're pushed to take that role, or one dedicated person will always take up that role. Why? Because there is nobody else willingly to take that role, because people feel Toastmaster of the Day, oh my god, it is so difficult to speak for 5 minutes. But if you're able to do this with a good theme, you can actually be someone who can be a good host and who can conduct a lot of meetings. If you learn to do it here, you will be able to go ahead and become a good host of ceremonies outside. Maybe at your professional place, maybe you can get into a professional MC as well. Nobody's going to stop you from there. Why? Because you already know how to engage your audience. That's how you have the role of a grammarian. You have a role of an counter. I'm not going to walk you through these roles, but these are very important roles. I'm going to share the links in the chat in some time once we do the Q&A session, so that you can go ahead and you can read about these roles and learn how to do these roles. Okay. And then we have a speaker and an evaluator and a general evaluator. Now we move into the most important piece, our educational program, which is pathways. So initially when pathways was introduced, we had 10 unique paths. Today we've got 11. Now in these 11 paths, every path has a different set of competencies and skills that when a member takes it up, will be able to go ahead and learn. Every path, obviously, you all know, level 1 always starts with the first icebreaker, and then it gets into the level 1 and the level 2 are similar in all the paths. You get into different projects from level 3 onwards, and every path is divided into 5 levels with a certain set of projects to be done. Now there is an assessment. I'm not sure how many of you have actually taken that assessment. Have all of you taken the assessment? Great. How many of you were confused? What should I take? What I shouldn't take? Did you speak to your VP education? Anyone who was confused in what path they should definitely take? Nobody was confused. Oh, you guys are so good. Because I was confused. I took visionary communication first, and then I realized after doing that entire path that, okay, I think I need leadership development. And that's why I've now taken up a leadership development path. Himanshu and Mitesh, you guys want to share your experience? I think you guys have raised your hand.
In fact, I was the last one to enroll a pathway in my club, and I did not even ask anyone due to some fear what people will think of me. So I just wanted to, obviously, to build a leadership skill. So I chose the word leadership, and I wanted to be dynamic, so I chose dynamic leadership. That's the reason why it came forward. And let's see what the next pathway I'm going to choose, I would be definitely speaking to the VP education as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Mitesh?
I had to undergo the assessment test with the VPE to ascertain which pathway I want to choose.
So you already knew what goals you want to achieve as as a Toastmaster in the first
Yes,
6 months or in the 1 year?
yes.
All right. That's a good one. That's a really good one. So that's why you take the assessment. You try and answer a few questions about yourself. What is it that you want to do? And that's how you pick up the path. There is the navigator, which talks about the entire pathways program, how to log in, what all you need to do. Everything is there on this one. So these are the parts: dynamic leadership, effective coaching, engaging humor, innovative planning, leadership development, motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery, strategic relationships, team collaboration, and visionary communication. So when I had to select a path for myself, I actually took visionary communication because it helped me in public speaking, management, and interpersonal communication. And why interpersonal communication is because at times, I'm shy of talking in front of a group of people. This is a very common problem. You must be thinking that why is she saying something like that, or how can she say something like that? No, we all go through the problem, no matter how good an orator we are. So if Toastmasters for me is a safe space, because I know that we are so used to hearing and talking and respecting each other, no matter what, even if we are boring people at times, but we still listen and we always clap and we encourage. But at your workplace, and specifically when it's a new project or it's a new team that you've gone into and you're still learning the skills of it, you will always feel that you will speak less out of fear, right? You're not able to trust your own self. Forget about trusting anybody else, but you're not able to trust your own skills. And that's where you have to push yourself for to build those relationships with people and get to the level that you can have a good understanding and you can learn things from them and you can communicate with them. Now, this was one problem that I had because I always felt that I'm a little quiet in an in in not a very I would say an uncomfortable if the crowd is new or if the group is new, I will not talk much, and that's where I draw a line or I just create a wall, an imaginary wall that okay, if I'll talk, I'll look like a fool, so I shouldn't talk like that, and that's why I was not able to build a relationship, build an interpersonal connect with people, connect. This project has actually helped me to do that. Why? Because it had a high performance leadership project that I had to do. And I remember I used to conduct these meetings as a CGD, as a PQD of Power of One. So, Power of One was one such initiative that we had in District 98, wherein we used to do language meetings as well. We used to collaborate with all the clubs around, pick up members and role players, and try and demonstrate a quality meeting, an ideal quality meeting to our members. And that's how I used to connect with a lot of members across, try and inform them about what the meeting initiative was all about. And then slowly and steadily I built a team who were then able to do it ahead. So this wasn't easy, but this was tough as well at the same time for a person like me who was not very comfortable talking and with people whom I didn't know. And what did it help me with? Innovative communication and leadership. Because when you are not able to build a personal connect with people, you will obviously not be able to lead. You will not be able to showcase yourself as a leader where it is required. So this particular project pathways literally helped me in that. And I also became a bit of a creative because I feel that I'm only creative in drawing on my drawing book, but not when it comes to poster making and stuff like that. But yes, how we can reach out to people, how we can craft those nice emails, short and sweet and crisp, and get people interested into the initiative and let them come and attend the meetings. So this was something that I have done. Now I'll take you guys to the leadership development path as well, which is another one that I have taken. Leadership development is another one. So this helps me with strategic leadership. So my current role, I work in a big four, is into strategy, is into innovation for the client. And I always feel that I'm not very good at strategy. Why? Because my entire career has been in operations. So this particular path is going to help me to get into that strategic relationship and try and think from a strategy perspective and then implement it into. So it's like you have the strategy and then you build on the tactics. This is the path that's going to help me do that. So similar to this, there are other parts like innovative planning. So how is innovative planning going to help you out with an additional skill like a project management? How is motivational strategy going to help you out if you're looking out to be a motivational speaker, motivational communication, or motivational leadership? This is something which I want to do in future. After I complete my leadership development path, I will definitely going to take motivational strategies to upskill myself on how to be a motivational speaker. So these are the 11 paths which you definitely need to know what each path is going to help you out to, and what each path is going to teach you, so that you are able to set your goals accordingly or see which path is going to help you to achieve your goals. Now, moving on to our mentoring piece. So please go back if you don't have a mentor assigned by your club. I know a lot of our community clubs do have this practice wherein they do assign mentors to members, even to new and to the existing ones, which help them out in their journey of communication and leadership. So if you don't have someone right now assigned to you within your club, maybe your club does not, it's a new club, you don't have all members, who are experienced, I would request that please reach out to your area director or reach out to your club excom and see how you can take help from the entire fraternity. We have a lot of members who've been through this journey from last 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or more than that, a decade as well, who are there to help you out. So please go ahead, speak to them, ask them if they can help you in achieving your goals. And with that, you will understand how a mentor and a mentee relationship is formulated, how a mentoring journey is, and you will tomorrow be able to be a mentor for a new person who joins, for a new member who joins, or for an existing member in your own club. Now, something to note is that you can't have one mentor throughout your Toastmasters journey, or even in your professional life if you have mentors. Your mentors will keep changing. The reason being because your goals will keep changing with time. So maybe if I have a goal to achieve in first 6 months, maybe after 6 months I have achieved that goal, I need to do something else. And for that, I will look out for a new mentor who is going to help me out. At times, you might have seen that a lot. When you have, at times people have a mentor who is helping them out with their regular club meeting affairs and all of that. And then during the speech contest, they specifically look out for mentors who can help them to deliver better speeches so they can win contests, or they can help them out with writing down their speeches. So there are many different ways and different kinds of mentors. So a mentor is not going to be throughout with your journey. Your mentors will keep changing as well. And that totally depends on your relationship, how you build over a period of time with your mentor, that you still want to stay connected with them. So this is the beauty and the most important thing about mentoring. Now, moving on to develop, we've all now I've spoken about the communication. Now I'm going to get into the leadership opportunities or different opportunities that you have within Toastmasters to enhance your leadership skills. So there are leadership roles available at your club level, beyond the club level, at an area level. You all have had area directors visiting your clubs, meeting them during the contest, online or offline. You would have had your division directors as well, with whom you would have met. Then you have your club growth director, you've got your program quality director. We have Sunita sitting here as a program quality director attending the session today with us. We have our district director. We also have top leadership positions like the top 7. We've got the district administration manager, the district finance manager, the district public relations manager. So these are the roles at the district level. Now, beyond your club and your district, there is a region. Okay. Currently we all are part of region 13. Next year onwards, we will be part of region 8. So one region which comprises of multiple districts, you all have a region advisor for it. The role of a region advisor is to help the districts with their functioning, in the club growth activities, what's happening with the contest or any other issues, how the district is actually growing. And also at the same time, during the training programs for the district officers, our region advisors are the ones who are there to train them. Beyond the region, the top layer is the board of directors. You've got international directors, You've got the second VP, the first vice president, and VP, international president elect, and then the international president. So there are so many different layers. You start with the club, and if you want to continue longer on the leadership journey and learn the nuances of leadership, you reach the board of directors. So when I was talking about why am I here today or what is my next goal, yes, I would want myself to see beyond the district going to the regional level. I want to continue in my leadership journey. And that is one goal that I have. Why? Because I have learned a lot in terms of how to be an effective leader. So these are the leadership journeys that you have within Toastmasters. Now, if you look at this one, this is something that I've just explained it to you, but you can have a quick glance at it. I will definitely share the deck with you guys as well. But look at this one, how you can gain experience from each and every role within the club, outside of the club, within the district, outside of the district, within the region, and up till the board of directors. And all of these roles that you have will help you to learn, to lead teams, to strategize, to have tactics in place, to learn policies, to help in change in policies and procedures. There is a lot more that goes into it. Now, getting started, I'm sure you all have received. How many new members have received that kit? If I'm not wrong, there is a kit that's being sent. There is a welcome email that's being sent from Toastmasters International, and there is also a welcome kit that's going out from the district. Has anyone received it? Yes, Sushma. Are you the lucky one?
Uh, yeah, hi. Yes, I have received the welcome email as well as the joining kit.
Awesome. Please share it with me. I never got one. The kit, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's good. So please go back. The clubs need to check the club presidents, the VP educations. Please check with your new joined members. Come on, you guys, you have a lot of members who are joining you every month. So please go back and check with them if they've received the kit. So what you're going to get into the emails, email is coming from Toastmasters International, which definitely has your email address. They tell you how to log in. You log in into the toastmasters.org. What you're getting from the district is additional set of information which talks about Toastmasters website, which talks about pathways, which talks about your journey and how you can benefit out of a Toastmasters program. All of that is there. So I would highly recommend and encourage you guys that if you've not done it yet, if you've not checked your emails, I know for the 1 year it's way too old, but please do that. I welcome you again to Toastmasters program, but please go back and check all of these information. This is going to be really good for you to get engaged to the program. In case you feel disconnected after 6 months, after a year, this is now your time to go ahead and start re-engaging with the program. Now, verifying your credentials, I was talking about your profile. So if you have ever logged in, I do that normally once in a week. It will take you to your profile, and in your profile you will actually see the path that you've chosen. Okay, if you want to go ahead and choose a new path, you can buy it for $20, and then it also takes you to the navigator page, which helps you out in order to understand how to navigate through the pathways, because not everybody is tech savvy, not everybody understands the TLM system. Then you can upload your nice picture here, and then it talks about you're a member since when, what's your active membership history with all the clubs, and then how many educational awards you've held, and all of that. So it gives you all the detail on this particular profile page. It's a really nice page full of information. You can download your membership history, you can download your educational awards, what all you have filed. So it gives you all the information about yourself, and it will also give you a prompt to please go ahead and update your mailing address, your physical mailing address, your email address, and your contact number as well. And you have the option to choose if you want to be contacted for any marketing updates or anything. You can actually tick that box and say yes or a no. So go ahead and verify this information if you've not done it up till now. This is important piece if you want to stay connected. Then the second page talks about pathways, open pathways. It will take you to the pathways program. I'm not going to dwell too much into it because I want you to do it on your own. Experiential learning is what we call this. Then obviously the first project is an icebreaker project. We all know about it. I have delivered it almost 7 to 8 times now. I love delivering an icebreaker, and it's always a different one. I'm sure with every new path that you take up, you will deliver it. But if you become like me, you will deliver it. Every time I take a break and I come back, I always start with an icebreaker. I don't know, it just feels good. It's always feel good. It's a nice feeling when you're telling your own club members again about yourself. And then you have to look out for something new to talk about, but it's a good feeling. And then talk about awards and recognitions. So every club has their own set of rewards and recognitions. If your club doesn't have, it's fine. But please talk to your club excom and see what you can do to recognize your own members. I know the district has Hall of Fame. District98.org is the website that we have. Please go ahead and check what all awards you can achieve from the district. What is it that you can get? What are the awards in case if there are anything for an individual member on the Toastmasters website, which I'm sure we don't have? What is it that you can achieve through Toastmasters? But it's important for you to know what are the different awards and recognitions. The reason being, every time we do put in so much of hard work, we all like to be recognized. And when we get recognized, we feel more engaged with the program. So please understand the awards and recognitions from your club and from the district and from the Toastmaster side as well. These are the ribbons that you have if your club is giving good. If not, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing to fret about it, but I'm sure they'll definitely give you something. Like one of my clubs, we give a voucher. So if you achieve a certain goal, we are giving a voucher to our members, which is a good thing again. So these are some of the digital awards, like your certificates, which you can print at your own will. You can even earn badges once you complete any path. You can receive, you can award feedback badges as well. And you can go ahead and you can even receive some digital badges on the base camp. So these are some awards that you can receive from Pathways. Your club expectations. So every member who joins, a member is an integral part of a club. When a member performs or are engaged is only when the club will be successful. So please go ahead, read the club policies, read the standard operating procedures of your club. Every club has an addendum or their own club policies. So please ensure that you understand them and you read them. When are the meetings being conducted? Weekly, twice in a month, once in a month? What happens if you don't attend meetings, right? What is the dress code for every meeting? I know there is, the Bombay Toastmasters Club. I know that they are so formal that anyone who goes to the meeting, they all used to wear blazers and all. And that's how I got into the habit of being formally dressed in Toastmasters. What are the topics that they just don't want? I know all of our clubs in District 98, we always speak about, let's not touch the topics about sex, religion, and politics. Is there anything else that you don't want in that the club doesn't want the members to speak upon? How is the club culture? How do you guys connect with each other? Are you, do you meet before the meeting? You prefer to go out after the meeting? Do connects? What is the club culture like? Do you have all, members from all age groups? Do you only have college students? You have only working people, CAs, etc.? You should be aware about it. So if you've not been informed yet, please go back and ask these questions to your VP education or to your club excom. How do we commit? By attending the club meeting, we need to ensure that we have, how do we, how we communicate, I'm sorry. So when is the club meeting? What are the different methods of, that your club is sending information out? All the clubs have a WhatsApp group, I know. Some of them even communicate formally through emails. Are there any additional communication methods? What are the different club resources that you have? If some of the clubs, I know they have good social media pages on Facebook, on Instagram. Some of them even have a newsletter. Some of them have a website that they've created for themselves. So you need to be aware about all of these pointers as to how your club communicates with their members and with people, or with the entire Toastmasters fraternity, or with non-Toastmasters outside of their club. Now, with this, I'm going to end my session. And I'm sure I've taken, oh yeah, I have overshot my time and I'm really sorry, but I am quickly going to take question answers now. So please, you can go ahead, you can ask questions.
Dr. I want to ask you about mentoring. You mentioned that you can keep changing your mentor. This is one question that, when I've taken the role of Vice President Education, people have been coming and telling me, I want to change my mentor. And I was against it. I said, no, once it is allotted to you, this is the final. Now, I somehow was not feeling very comfortable with that. And when you mentioned this, it suddenly shook me that, oh, this is what actually it is. So can you please share how do you keep changing your mentor?
Okay. So I'm going to answer it. It's a two-way question. Okay. The first part to what I understand you're asking is I don't like this person, so I don't want him to be a mentor, or maybe my alignment with this person is not there. Correct? In that way, see, I mean, we at least I think we should have a right to choose our mentor. So if I'm not comfortable with the person, why you want to push me? It's not an office. Correct? Because if you're pushing me, then you're obviously I will become resistant as a member. And if I'm resisting, then I'm disconnecting. Correct? So you should always understand why the resistance is there and then give me time and say, okay, I'll align you with another member, with another mentor. Why? Because maybe you're not aligned and it's perfectly fine. We all have our own personal choices to make at that point of time. It's with people, right? The second piece to it, to what I was referring to is, so nobody, I think most of the folks know about it, but I think most of them on this call, they don't know, is that Arvind has been my mentor throughout my journey. So when I became a DivD and I moved from Pune to Bombay, Arvind stood by me. He was a district director then when I won the elections, and then after that he was the IPTD. He's here on the call right now, listening to me, and I'm going to take my feedback from him as always. Was that he said, I'm going to stand by you and I'm going to tell you how Mumbai functions, because I had shifted from Pune to Mumbai, and he never left my hand. Now, what he did as a mentor was he used to call me every day and he used to ask me, have you done this, and this? So within 2 weeks, I understood if Arvind's call is coming, he's going to ask me because he's looking at the club, the district leadership handbook, or he understands the functionality of things. And he used to take me around in Mumbai. So every time I used to get a lead as a division director, I only used to take Arvind with me or I used to call him up and ask him, did we have a club in this organization before? So he used to give me the information. But over a period of time, when I got into the trio, there I connected with Pavas, who's one of our international directors for Region 13 right now. He became my mentor because he was good with strategy. But with operational knowledge, I always got back to Arvind because Arvind always put me on that track of always meeting my timelines and never missing out on them. And then slowly and steadily, now that I've become an IPDD, he doesn't nudge me anymore because he knows there's no work for an IPDD too much to do. But even as a district director, when he was playing the role of a district parliamentarian, he used to nudge me from, like, this date is coming. Have you done this or not? So you understood like how I have changed my mentors, because in my leadership journey that I'm growing now, I am moving away from a certain things, but I have a beautiful relationship with him and he's still always there. I'll always go back and I'll crib things to him. I'll always talk to him. But I'm looking out and I'm learning and growing and I'm meeting new people and new mentors on my journey. That is how it is. So there are two facets to the same question.
In short, what you're saying is you have the choice to select your mentor.
Yes.
In your journey, sometimes you have a feeling that, okay, I'm stuck over here. Let me go to a person who can mentor me in this objective, in this goal of mine.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Always.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dhairya. You're on mute, my friend.
Hello, hi Sapna.
Hello.
I'm from a corporate club. We are in a corporate club in analytics, and we are a new club started in June. I wanted to ask that having a corporate club, how it's we want to introduce some new things in our club, and the members are no somewhat of bored of the regular thing. We are trying to get new things on board. But we are not getting ideas and how a corporate club should introduce new things and how should they be in a no that decorum also and they can introduce the new things beyond these things.
Okay. So I think in this case, what the best that you can do is you need to reach out to your fraternity, other corporate clubs within within District 98. Now, please reach out to your area director.
Okay.
And I'm sure you must be
Mm-hmm.
having a council group, an area council group, right? And there must be another a corporate club. If you don't have one, maybe it's all community clubs, then you can ask your area director to get you introduced to another corporate club within Ahmedabad or even outside the district. If you're part of the XCOM, you're definitely part of some group, a president or a VP education or a VP membership group, right? So
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to achieve or to introduce, first of all, I would suggest, have you conducted any moments of truth up till now?
No, no, no.
Okay. Do you do XCOM meetings or do you meet with your club members as well? Do you have a business meeting by any chance?
We miss no, we regularly meet on every Wednesday. We have the sessions on every Wednesday,
Hmm. Okay.
and we conduct the sessions like all the icebreakers and all table topics, then evaluations and all the
Mm-hmm.
things.
Okay. So a business meeting
So
there
we
is,
conducted a. Oh yes,
sorry.
yes, yes. Go ahead, go ahead.
So a business meeting is something wherein if the club XCOM wants to do something new for the club. Now let's take a very simple example
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you. Like we want to change the meeting date or time, right? So the XCOM says we are
Yes.
not getting the traction or the members are not coming on a Friday. We want to change it to a midweek or something. You decide in the XCOM. Then the president has to send out a notice at least 4 weeks in advance to all the club members or 2 weeks in advance to the club members saying that we are going to have a business meeting after on this particular day. It can be after your regular meeting or it can be any other day. And then
Mm-hmm.
the presiding officer, generally it's the president, will be there to chair the meeting. The agenda will be shared in advance, and you will have to pass a motion that and you will have to give a reason. Since we are not able to meet, the people are not coming, we want to change the meeting day and time. This is a business meeting that where you're conducting a business for the club, and the members
Okay.
have to pass through a vote, a yes or a no. Now, anything that you want to do
Okay.
for your club, you need to get it passed through your members as well. Because in that
Okay.
discussion, your members need to feel engaged, one. Second, you can ask them to be part of the initiative.
Okay.
And when your
They
members are
can
part of
suggest
the
new
initiative,
things and all the things.
exactly. So what happens when you
Yes, yes.
suggest and when you get a chance to lead, you automatically become engaged. You are interested in that
Hmm.
initiative and you are more aligned to your club and the goals.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, we conducted a session today, and we were in the opinion that all the members were in the opinion that we should introduce some new things because the strength is not coming, and they are getting no monotonous feeling that it is all the same. We go to the icebreaker and all the things. So it is like look monotonous for them. So they on themselves suggested that we should get the new things on board, and we should decide that what to do new for the members, so that they can feel like no, something new is happening in the club. Let's go and attend. That
Yeah,
they get feeling of attending.
absolutely. So
So we
it's
were trying that.
important.
So I attended this meet for that.
Hmm. That's great. I'm glad that you did. Now you can take back the learnings to your members. But at the same time, I would also request and suggest that please go out, just move around a little bit in your own vicinity and see other Toastmasters club. What is it that they're doing? If you can't get out during a weekday go out into the weekend, meet community club members, attend their meeting and see what is it that they do so that you're able to get the best
Yes,
learnings and, to your own club and see how you can make a difference.
yes, we VP Education and I are sitting today, and we decided. I suggested them that we should talk to area director and we should connect with them, and then we should decide that what to do next so that we can go ahead with the things.
Absolutely. And if you need any help, please definitely reach out to me. You've got your area directors, you've got division directors, you've got your trio. We are definitely there to help you out. And we've got a lot of senior Toastmasters as well. You've got a lot of them in Ahmedabad. You can definitely reach out to them.
Yes, yes, we were trying that, and we will surely correct you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Who's next? I like when nobody has any questions for me. Sharmeen, you have a
Shamin
question.
had.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
I just wanted to ask you further in addition to Jyoti sir's question.
So you said that if the mentee or protege is not comfortable with the mentor, we should change the mentor for that person. But in a club, when we have limited number of mentors, and also we can't go to the mentor and say that, right, that the person is not comfortable with you. It may create unhealthy, or maybe like strained relation between mentor and mentee. Then it means how to deal with this situation.
Effective communication is the key here. You don't directly go back and tell, oh, you know what, he hates you. No, the mentee has different goals which he feels that he will not be able to accomplish with
Okay.
with you, and that's why he would like to go ahead and look out for a mentor or look out for someone who can help him achieve those goals. Now, it's not required that your club members have to be a mentor to the club member. It's a huge fraternity of more than 300,000 members across the globe. You can go ahead and you can check around in the community, within district, outside of the district, understand the goals of the mentee first, and then accordingly align him with someone. And I always say on one thing, guys, do not just pick a name, take another name, and just put it on your Excel sheet or on a piece of paper and say, ye mentee, ye mentor. No, you're not doing justice to both of them. A mentor is a leadership role. A mentor role is a role wherein the person is responsible to guide the other person. So if you do not know the goals of the mentee, what the person wants to learn, and if you just align a mentor, now example, I want to learn leadership. You align, example, I'm just taking Sunita's name, she's right in the front, I can actually take her name, it's easier, right? So she's good in speeches. Now you align me with Sunita, what will she teach me? She'll say, Sapna, did you do your icebreaker? I'm like, Sunita, I want to take up that particular role. We both are not aligned. You're understanding my point. So it's very important that you understand the mentor and the mentee. They both understand the goal first. What is it that they want to achieve from the roles that they want to do, or the relationship? And then they need to converse with each other. The first is let them talk to each other, and then during that conversation, if they feel that both of them will be able to help each other out, then please let them be in a relationship of mentor mentee. Otherwise, let them break up and find a new partner. Don't
Thank you so
force
much.
people. Most of
Yeah.
us behave like mothers to our new members, to our mentors. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let them, because you're not helping your member, but you're rather pushing them out of Toastmasters.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What else?
Sapna, I have a question.
Please go ahead, Madhuri.
Yeah, how important is it for a member to do one level at a time, matlab complete level 1 and then go to level 2, or the speeches? I
So
think it's a question in the mind of all new members.
okay. So you know what? It's been such a long time I've not delivered my speech. I was talking to my mentor and I said, I don't feel like delivering speeches. You know what I was told? Please don't do anything. Take 6 months, 8 months, but just complete one level. See, it totally depends on the comfort level of the person. It's a self-paced learning program. We are not here to push. If somebody is way too energetic, hyper, आज ही जाके मैं दुनिया जीत लूंगा, let them complete in a month, 2 months, 3 months. We've had members like that, right? Who've completed three parts in a year. God save them. Good going for the clubs that they're part of. It's let them be. Generally, I would say 6 months is a good enough time. One speech, 1 month. Because if you're meeting on a weekly basis, at least 3 meetings, take up a role. Take up a timer role, an hour counter role, a grammarian role, team mod role, right? Even a general evaluator, because every role that you play is important for your own skill set and your growth in Toastmasters. One speech in a month is a decent progress. 2 speeches, good. But if somebody is giving speeches in all the meetings, then I think the VP education needs to sincerely start talking to other members and ask, why aren't you delivering speeches, my friend? But 1 to 2 speeches, I am of the opinion one speech is good enough. Rest you need to take roles. But if that's not the case, you're meeting weekly, then probably 2 speeches, 2 roles, if you're meeting twice in a month, one speech, one role, is a decent progress. Because that's how you will be able to do justice to all your members.
My question was different. Can I do a level 3 or level 4 project before completing level 1 and 2?
No. Your pathway doesn't click on you.
It clicks.
It clicks?
Yes, yes.
Why it didn't happen with me? Because it didn't let me go on to my next one, does it?
So it
does.
clicks, but you cannot file your level 3 before you file your level 1 and level 2.
But why
It
you
will
want to
never get
jump?
filed. Yeah.
Why you want to jump so fast, do all the other element, the other projects, and not do the basic understanding your leadership style, your communication style, icebreaker, and all of that?
It's when opportunities come and they feel they're capable to take it up, manage projects successfully or something like that. They want to skip and go to level 3.
No, then I think even if you do it, see, for an HPL, you need to have a guiding committee. There are a lot many members, and I know that who have actually done their HPL. So when they walked up to me and they said, what is it that comes under HPL? So everything and anything comes in HPL. And I say, okay, you make a guiding committee. You do it exactly the way it is supposed to be done, but you only file it when it's the time to file, when you complete your levels. I don't ask them to jump like that, because otherwise, see, they'll get plenty of opportunities to do the same. So yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't understand the question in the front. This is what happens when I have active listening skills ho gayi meri.
Nini, you completely answered my question. The ideal way is to go step by step.
Yeah. But we all have black sheep, so it's fine. What can we do about it? All right. What more questions we have? Nobody. So every answer that I was giving, I was looking at Arvind because he was saying yes and this. So that like my validation of, he still does that to me. So I like that, because I understand that I'm making sense or I'm not making sense. And he's always, Arvind, you're proud of me, right? All right. It's always nice to have your mentor sit right there in the same meeting with you all the time, and just have a huge smile on face and still try to tell you if you're saying it right or not saying it right. So yeah. All right. What else do we have? Nothing. So I think good. We are top of the hour, 11 minutes above. I'm really sorry. But thank you so much for being lovely audience. To the ones who've been on camera throughout, thank you so much. I love you all. And please keep staying on camera like this. And the ones who were not on camera, please next time, whosoever is the trainer, please be on camera and make them feel important. Okay. With this, I hand it back over to our lovely host, Madhuri. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sapna. Even my mentor, Praveena, is sitting here. So hope I make her feel proud too. Okay, so it was an interesting session. I want to show off hearts today to Sapna. Yes. Okay, thank you for patiently listening in. I'll just summarize a bit so that you know what to carry home, the message you get. I'll just summarize it a bit. The first thing that Sapna spoke of was update your email ID. If you've not done it yet, do it so that you get updates from this district and the TI. Set your goals, fill up the member interest profile. Let your ExCom know your goals so that you can be assigned a mentor, and start taking meeting roles. Each meeting role helps you owning your competencies. Observe others, read and learn. Choose a pathway based on your goals and skill set that you want to hone and polish. Change your mentor as your goals change. Leadership opportunities, you'll get them at the club. Move once you've done at the club, move beyond to the area, division, district, region. As Sapna is doing it, she's inspiring us all. And be aware of the rewards and recognition program. You can find them. There are individual awards too. You can find them in the District 98 website. Be aware of the club policies, procedures, how the club communicates with members, with Toastmasters, and also about the club resources. Now, there are a few points that she mentioned for the ExCom. Assign a mentor of the member's choice. I think that's very important. And learn from other clubs. Reach out to your district directors whenever there is a need. And this is to summarize the whole session. Thank you, Sapna, for sparing your time, and thanks to all the participants for patiently listening in. And I hope you get back to your clubs and apply whatever you have learned today. Not just the new members, but also I think there is a lot of takeaway for the older members, the ex-com members, and all the mentors sitting here as well. Thank you. Have a good. I'll sign off, and can we end the meeting? Sunita, over